Alright, so what do you guys do?
Once
I
I've
go-
perfected my Tallot form, I'll start experimenting with a female mind flayer, and so on and so forth.
Sure.
I go to Malor.
As you go there, you like walk past Bast and Ibris. And Ibris is just braiding Bast's hair.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. At least it's not bullying. Yeah. Okay.
So you want like little braids, one big braid.
Thanks.
I don't really know. I never braided my hair before.
Mm-hmm. Let's start with one big braid, then we can change it later.
Malor looks at you, Aurelia. Yes. Did Tallot
Tallot-
leave?
Yeah. He mentioned an island, but he didn't say any names. Is it Eberron by any chance?
Atrix, come over here. Take a break from the wheel. Abrius,
What?
are you busy?
I look down at Bast's hair. Yeah.
Take the wheel.
Oh no, we're gonna die.
We'll continue this later then.
Kamikaze!
Okay, I cast all spells on him to prevent him from killing us. Okay, I'm not ready for this.
Atrix runs down to the deck. Eventually, he comes back up. Here you go. And then he
I saw
nudges you off of the wheel. Do you allow him to go back on the wheel, Ebrius?
No,
or-
I want to. Yeah, I'm busy.
Okay, he goes back.
Wow,
Cal,
no
if
man.
he went down below deck, what was his reaction seeing a mind flayer just stand there in front of a mirror posing?
Oh, you're still there?
Well, I have that disguise self for an hour.
Okay. Etrix has kind of roll a deception check with advantage, or performance check with advantage, or disguise kit check with advantage, whatever fits your needs better.
I'll do
This guy, one day we're just gonna enter like church in train or something. He's gonna transform himself into an undead, and we're gonna get killed.
Etrix looks questioningly at the female bit on Tallot. It's like, excuse me. And like he kind of just walks around, giving you a wide berth as he reaches in and takes out this large folded map. Still like kind of looking
Flutter
at
my
you out the
eyelids
corner.
at him seductively.
No, thank you. You hear
I'm
as he
sure.
runs at the deck. Yes! Door slams.
He's not sure.
As he's coming back, Ebert looks at him and is like, "Why are you blushing?
Why are you red?
Fuck you."
Wow.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, take the fucking wheel.
Flicks you off.
Flick him off.
Children.
He's like the brother I never had.
His
Actually,
name is so
a brother, and you
similar.
made me murder him.
Etrix hands the map to Malor, and she unfurls it. And she points onto this giant map.
I only see white for now. I'll be able to see. Okay, I'll
Hopefully
open my
it'll
own.
move by itself. There we go.
I'll open my own, unfortunately.
And
Keto, maybe open up the stream. Maybe it's gonna take less, like,
That's true.
computing power or whatever, so you can just see what we see.
That's not a bad idea. But I have my own map over here. It's okay for now.
so it's going to be very far. And she points to a small island off the side of the Lazar Sea and the Lazar Principalities.
It's
There.
very far away and wide next to Cape Far.
Cape Far. There. That's where we're going. But Y'all are the executive council now, from what I heard. I'll drop you off wherever you go, as long as it ain't too hot. And by hot, I mean dangerous. Sugar.
The island will do fine. I guess that will be out of the heat for now.
She shrugs. It's up to you.
Sure,
Point
definitely on the island.
Point to where you want to go, and I'll drop you off there. But I'm afraid once I do, I have my own business to attend to.
No, the island is fine. It is a good place to be off the continent.
Well, I'll say you guys have already traveled all the way to Starlasker at this point, so every hour, so it's going to take you guys about a day and a half to fly over there. What do you guys do for that day and a half?
First, I get a long rest because I'm literally out of spells just for trying to find Callan.
After Ibris braids Bass here, he asks Bass to do like a braid on Ibris's like side, like one little braid.
I never braided hair before. Let's see how that goes.
I have some experience. And then Ibris kind of like stares off in the distance, remembering as a kid, Malor braiding his hair, and he was like, I want braids for girls. And I was like,
She
shit,
slaps you.
Ow!
You're a boy. Boys don't get braids. Alright, Bast, roll a so Ebrius, you mentioned that you're going to guide Bast?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so roll a normal sleight of hand check, Bast.
This is gonna be fun.
Not bad. At one point, it kind of like stings as she's like just doing it too tightly, as he's doing it too tightly. But you know, it's not bad. Looks like a Anakin braid, or is it Obi-Wan Kenobi? I don't know who has the braid in Star Wars. I don't know.
I mean, technically, all of them had them. Whatever Padawan.
Oh yeah,
I think you're thinking about Anakin. What is Obi-Wan a Padawan in the first movie? I can't remember. And it's been a long time since I watched the movies.
It's one of those Padawan braids, like a rat tail in the front.
I know that Anakin had one at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know if Obi-Wan ever had one. Probably did.
I think he did in the first, like, the prologue movies.
Yeah.
When he was younger. But anyways, the day and a half, what do you guys do during that day?
A bit later, Ibris. You go first.
Just shortly, as I said, I'm gonna have a long rest. I'm just preparing spells for now, so skip me for most of the RP. I need to arrange them.
You guys don't have to RP. You can fast forward it if you'd like.
Ibris would like to talk to Malor first.
Alright. She looks at you. What is it, boy?
No. Looks like you didn't die.
Were you expecting me to die?
At your age, kinda.
That's a sharp mouth you got there, Ebrius.
I learned from the best.
Oh. You flatter me, son. Now. Having fun? I see you're very, hands-on with that gentleman over there. She kind of nods over at Bast. Who's just looking at the Lawbreaker amulet like, yeah.
Bast, no! Keep your mind occupied.
Actually, more like
if you're going away from Bast, then I'm going over there. Best boy.
God, that's kind of creepy.
God, I regret opening my mouth.
This is the best character I've had in D&D.
I just
With
imagine
that,
you
with
blink and he's just behind Bast, like, hi.
That's exactly what happened.
I see he didn't pull your hair yet.
I see you braided your hair now, but enough about your hair. Let's talk about something else. Because I've gotten to know something very, very fantastic about you. So now it's only fair that you get to know something about me.
Okay.
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 Well, come on now, ask me anything.
Will you shut up?
I'm
Can
waiting
you
in
shut the fuck up?
excitement.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior? Shut the fuck up.
I don't know where to start. And it's only one question, so I have even more.
Start with anything. It could be my appearance, my voice, my lipstick.
Yep. Wait,
We're also gonna
How
end a little bit
did you
earlier today so
become-
that we can roll for Coraval, for Days and Mikkel's new character, or talk about it.
okay.
FYI.
I might have to leave, like, in 30 minutes, like I said.
Okay. Well, for Day at least then.
Work.
Right, so
How did you become like, that?
like
That's
that?
probably a pretty big question, right? Were you always like that, or was there one point where you just decided to be like that? Like, you are right now.
He kind of raises an eyebrow.
God, the only image that's
Around,
appearing in my
a bit
head is
confused.
that like
That,
news
that.
actor.
What is that?
I don't know how to describe your personality or your character at all, so it's just.
A personality consists of many things, boss boy. Pick a thing.
Half drunk.
Dropped out hobo yelling at people
As
on the
a
street.
child, he
half
jumped.
hobo, half drunk. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh well.
As
that's
a
the same
child,
thing.
he jumped into like a big cauldron of alcohol, like Obelix, and like he's just permanently drunk now.
Like, always loud and.
Loud? I'm an entertainer, a showman, a magnificent magician. Of course I have to be loud, otherwise the crowd can't hear me. Isn't that right, Ibris boy?
Shut up.
See? Works like a charm.
Yeah, but right now there's no crowd that you have to shout at, so.
Bast. I know what it is you want to know. You want to know why I'm always like this. I understand your question. And I will answer your question. With this, the world is my stage, and I am the magician. As such, I am always the magician, and it never changes. Because I never leave the stage. Do you understand? Not if you understand, or don't. Maybe you could shake your head instead if you understand. Either way works. Diagonal, upwards, downwards, to the side.
I'm currently thinking which animal that I know is deaf.
Fish. Like, jump off and turn into a fish.
Don't think fish are deaf.
I don't think they are deaf, though. Are they? I just absent-mindedly not. I'm not listening at him anymore. Like, in my brain, in my head, there's this
Do you want me to cast a spell on him, Bass, so he can be 3 times as loud?
I'm jumping off that fucking ship if you do that.
I can cast this. At some point.
Hey Cal, real quick, can I get another character sheet?
Yes, I'm sorry, Jessica. This is probably a shitty session for you.
I mean, I guess she chose to reroll. I mean, what can I don't know. Like at this point, like Aurelia is like might get any new members that we get, and then Duron's gone, and I think he is pretty much the only reason for her to be here. So like, I mean, whatever she wants to do.
Okay. So Ebrius, you're asking Malor a question, or what were you doing?
Yeah, I say. Let's go over here. It's more private.
Nowhere's safe. Nowhere's private.
I wanted to ask her about the tentacles, but now he took over. Never mind.
He like goes to the side, puts his arms on the railing.
You
and
do
like
hear
this.
the roar of this like crystal emitting massive amount of arcane energy that's propelling this airship forward. But besides that,
How loud?
you might have to yell a little bit.
Let's go over here.
Okay. It's less loud over there.
Yep.
What
When
is-
were you gonna tell me?
Tell you about what? I don't know what you're talking about, sugar.
He just
You-
looks back my turn. You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. Pretty sure Tallot revealed all his secrets. Me and him, we have history.
What kind of history?
She smiles. You don't need to know the details. But I have to say, once you go Illithid, you don't go back.
Evers's expression doesn't change. He just stone-faced him staring at her.
Lighten up, Ibris.
Maybe if you stop dodging my question.
And what is your question?
When were you gonna tell me about Ramathine?
She looks at her nails. Never. That's not your responsibility. It's mine.
It's inside of me. How is it not my business?
Because I was going to be the one that kills you. So it's my responsibility. Because if you ever lose control, you better believe the order, well, I'd have to come clean to the order. And I fear we do everything we can to put you down. But that's only if you lose control.
Why risk it? Why save me if you know that thing is inside of me?
I felt bad for you. She kind of Roll insight. If you want to, you don't have.
Oh, 1 sec. Insight. There we go. 26.
God damn.
Yeah.
There's probably
I'm on a
more to
roll.
what she. There's more to what she's saying.
How about you cut the bullshit and be straight with me for once?
Fine. I did kill you. Oh, Ibris, I killed you over and over and over. But you some bitch who just wouldn't die. You kept waking up the next morning, asking me what's for breakfast like it was nothing.
Why don't I remember any of this? Why, Tallot, of course. He used that mind memory spell on me, didn't he?
It comes in handy.
So the Dark Lanterns, was that just a coincidence I got the letter? Or were you responsible?
She just smiles at you. Are you looking for someone to blame?
I know who to blame. Those fucking cultists worship Asmodeus.
At
He took my
first,
parents, turned me into this shit.
she opens her mouth and then closes it. It's best to believe that.
What does that mean?
It means that you should hate those people who turned you into what you are now. She takes a step forward, opens up her arms. Do you want a hug?
Fuck you. He smiles. But he doesn't hug.
He takes the hug. You take the hug?
No, he doesn't hug her.
Oh.
Says like, fuck you, smile. Well, he tries to turn around before smiling, but smiles like, turns around pointing this way.
What's that? Over there.
No, not pointing,
Oh.
like, facing. I mean,
You feel a hand on your shoulder. I think there's more to what's inside you. Maybe it is a curse, but I find from experience that sometimes these curses can also be a blessing. Keep that in mind. And on the other hand, you're much, much more interesting and mysterious. As she kind of nods over to Bast, who is doing whatever Bast is doing at the time.
covering his ears and bang his head against, like, railing.
My precious. Don't look at me.
Now he can transform it into Tallot with that.
No, he didn't attune to it yet. Malor, she pats you on the bum. Perk up. Your new home will be arriving shortly.
Malor, I need you to promise me something.
What is it, sugar?
If I do lose control, promise me you'll end me before I hurt Bast.
She looks at you. Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm sorry, Ebrius, but if you do lose control, the might of the Order will descend on you. And we will most likely take your life, chop up your body into 100 different pieces, and scatter you all across the world. I've
One
already
more
called
thing.
dibs on your horn.
One more thing.
Most of blood.
If that does happen, he says this with a very heavy heart. Make Bass forget about me.
She looks at you sad. That's not your decision to make. Your friend over there, he's an adult, just like you.
But he isn't.
He is.
I don't want him to live with the pain.
I'm sorry, Ebrius, but none of the Order can do anything like that. You're gonna have to ask one of your friends. And from what I know, you can't modify memory on each other. She puts her hand on your face. But I believe in you, Ebrius. I don't think you need to worry about this. You ain't gonna lose control now. You hear me?
He looks at her. Now he looks past her at Bast. I guess I have more reason not to now.
When you two meet, and you guys, for like maybe 10 minutes, Malor kind of catches up on your relationship with Bast. However much you like to tell her, of course.
He's gonna be a little reserved at first, but then getting back into the groove of knowing Malor, he just basically talks about not everything, but let's say he'll mention the first time in that inn when we were being attacked by the Wraith things, and Bast used a thunderclap to blow down the door, and then he just ran in, and that was just Bast naked.
Okay.
But he's not gonna go into much details.
And every time they were looked over at Baz, they just see Baz standing there in agony. Asthmatic. It's
I
sort
think
of harassing him.
he needs another
Yes.
wisdom save. Baz just is
Tell
I'm
me,
done.
Baz, boy, do you have a favorite flower?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So after 10 minutes of chatting with Malor, seeing that Maddox still bothering Bast, he says,
Do you like violet? Illusory violet. What about a rose? Illusory
All right.
rose.
I gotta go now. My boyfriend needs me. And goes
Alright.
here.
Huh? Ah!
Hey, Bass,
not
I gotta show
speaking
you
of
something.
The devil, Hebrews boy, how are you?
Hey,
I haven't
Bass,
gotten to know you very well. We should.
Hey, Bass, Malor
Do
wants
you
to
have
talk.
a favorite flower?
Hey, Bass, Malor wants to talk to you, and like I
Rose?
just push Bass in this direction.
What the fuck? This is so funny.
Yeah, Rose, sure, my favorite flower.
Are you sure? They have thorns, you know. Can be quite prickly.
Just to let you know, like I did not. No matter what Jacob said, this was not my idea.
Your
Yeah,
idea spawned
I'm-
it. I had another character in mind, and then you came with your idea, and now this character was.
I regret it. I'm sorry.
Nobody else regrets it. I love it. This is my new favorite character. First it was Faust, then it was Klein, and then this one's on the top.
Klein was much better than Faust.
But anyway,
No, I mean, like, who was my favorite of the characters? Like, it was Faust, then after he died, like, it was Klein, my favorite character after that.
Alright.
Now, after Klein is gone, this is my favorite character.
Okay. So
Cabbage.
what do you guys do for the
Cabbage?
What?
Is cabbage a flower? I suppose it could be. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not a vegan. Are you a vegan?
Who
Just
is?
trying to escape magic.
I know Ibris like got you says, hey, Malor wants to talk to you, so like you can like actually escape, and Ibris is gonna like take the brunt of it for now. You felt kind of bad for chatting with Malor for like 10 minutes, leaving you.
Now it's your turn to feel the demise.
And Aurelia would like to make some food. I assume they can make food in this, right?
Roll d20.
Alright, Medic, tell me what's with the hat.
So with a hat? Every good magician has a hat.
Yeah, there's some food.
Otherwise I couldn't do hat tricks. Look
Can't
at
see
this,
it.
for example.
I'll try to make
This is a
food
little
for
magical
everyone.
chant. Snaps his finger and summons a mage chant inside his hat where you can't see it and the hat starts floating up. Oh, look at that! It's a magical hat! Does jazz hands.
Interesting.
Huh?
Can I see it?
Of course you can! Take it, unsummon the mage hand and give it to you.
I take a look at it, look inside, do you see anything?
It's like purple, violet.
I put my hand in. Is it like a normal hat?
It's a normal hat.
Put it on my horns.
Fits like a charm.
Hmm.
Maybe you need some holes. Ooh, we should fashion a hat for you. I imagine you don't have that wide a variety of selections. Now, let's see. What kind of hat do you want? Do you want a big hat? And summons some illusory hats for you and just kind of goes through it. Designs a hat with you, if you're willing.
Yeah. No thanks. I just wanted to try this one on since it's big enough to fit my horns.
I mean, big enough and big enough. It is floating a little bit above your forehead there. Maybe a bit longer. Would you like a really tall hat? And he does another illusory image of an extremely tall hat. Huh?
Yeah, no, I think I'll just stick with the horns. I think it suits me better. Goes with my skin.
Right, you have an image. I like it.
So where do you learn to do your shtick?
My shtick here and there over here. I mean, do you mean the act? Do you mean the magic? Or do you mean the whole thing?
Let's go with the magic.
Well, I've learned it from multiple sources. But my primary education I got from the Morgrave University in Shan. That was a good century ago. little less than that.
I take a look at him. Like, what race do I see?
He's an elf.
All right.
You know, before the terrible war and all that. A few decades over a century, I think, actually. Something along those lines. It gets blurry, you know.
So, do you have any experience in adventuring, fighting, surviving?
Well, I've lived for so long, haven't I? But fighting, I can use a bow, a sword, and the like. But I have one little magical spell, some practical effects, I like to call them. Really, there's just a huge fucking fireball, but you know. Anyways, but no, combat is not my strongest suit. I like to entertain and make things that aren't real seem real. Or are they real? Maybe I make them real.
Alright then, so when fighting starts, stick close to Aurelia. Bass and I are gonna have the front.
Right. And who are we fighting?
Alright, come over here, I have something to tell you. And he basically just gonna spend like 10-20 minutes filling you in.
Right. Alright. He will listen intently.
So he goes from like the cult, the like fieflings or children of Asmodeus, whatever they're called, the wyverns we recently fought, and then he goes a bit into the like legends, like of what was her name, Lolith, Orvala, Valusa.
Mm-hmm.
But he leaves out Nalista.
Alright. Good to know. Again, he will listen intently and just kind of absorb the information. Maybe every now and then he has a question about something, the way it looked, and does a little allusion to say something like this,
Like,
Okay.
Ibris is taking like this conversation serious. Like, he like, all right, you're now one of us, so you should know like what you're getting to.
Also, surprisingly, again, he listens intently. He's also taking this seriously, which kind of seems uncharacteristic. When he does low illusions, sometimes he cracks a joke, but a lot more serious than you've seen up until now.
Ibris becomes a lot more tolerant of the jokes when he sees, like, even though you joke, like, you do remember what he says, that you're taking it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not sure what we're gonna be in for, but you can expect shit like that.
Well, it does sound dangerous. I will stick by your advice.
Any questions?
I think you pretty much answered them all. And I don't want to bother you too much, being a newbie and all, unless you want to stick by me. After all, I have so many things I could spend my time on. Not that I need to hurry anything.
Oh, you're annoying, but you're kind of entertaining.
And I strive to continue to be so.
I can respect that.
Well then.
Alright, fill me in. How did you become a performer?
Well, it's a bit of a long story, as you might imagine, but it all started back with my own family. My family, I was born in Eberron, not from Corvair initially, but I have spent most of my life here. Anyways, But yes, my family are known for their mage rights, but I wasn't much of a fan initially. Very strict family, you know. Traditional. Wasn't what I was looking for, and so I went to find some fun somewhere else, where tradition wasn't as heavily focused on. Which was here, Corvair. And I went to a show, and I got captivated. And well, I was hooked ever since, and I decided to become a showman myself. You know House Island?
Nope, never been.
Well, of course you know the house.
Can't say I do.
You don't know House Fialan? Where have you been living?
Here, there.
In that case, you should know all about it. House Fialan, one of the big dragon-marked houses.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Entertainment tycoons?
I don't really go to shows.
Well, it's a good thing I'm now bringing the show to you then. But anyways, watched the Fialan performance. I was bedazzled. And so I decided to become a showman myself. I studied at the university, as I've already told you, and bish bash, did a gig there, here, there, over here, over there, in the clouds, on the ground, underground, on the sea. You get the gist. And now I'm here, on a new adventure, hoping to find some inspiration here. And I've already found a great inspiration in your little friend Tallot, boy. Whew. I've
You could
never
say it's a
seen
heroic
such a creature
inspiration.
before.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising.
It was, wasn't it? Also, I haven't really seen much of your kind around. How come you do have horns? Oh yeah, coat and all that. I know that, but like, does it bother you?
It did. Before. Now, not so much.
Is there any particular one thing that changed that for you?
Nah.
Or was it just growing accustomed to yourself over time?
I'd say someone showed me don't have to be ashamed of what I am.
Oh, sounds like a very heart-touching story. I like you. I like you a lot. I hope we can be the best of friends. And he extends a hand.
Let's start with friends. We'll see where we go.
Oh, we
And
can
he
add on benefits
shakes.
later. Gives you a wink.
Pulling hair.
Nope. I'm a one elf kind of guy.
One elf? You mean Bass Boy?
He just stares.
Oh, I thought he was Korva.
Oh, what?
Half elf. They prefer to be called Korva. Some of them get real pissy if you don't.
From what I understand, he's just an elf. Or a full elf.
Peculiar. Oh well, the more you know. Still has his hand extended.
Oh, he took your hand.
Okay. Well, I don't wish to annoy you anymore, so you go be with your Bass Boy. And I shall practice a new form.
Aurelia
and he turns
will.
into you
Oh
with
shit!
the sky self.
Aurelia calls for you to eat.
Some food. It's gonna be nice.
Oh, but I just put on this form. Oh well, we'll keep it on.
Yeah, that's not gonna get
Molto
annoying.
bene. I like my pasta al dente. Alright,
No.
yeah. 3 steaming plates of this decadent looking sausage. It's glistening on the outside, and as you guys cut into it, it just the knives cut it into it like butter. The flavor is surprising, and as you guys consume these ground sausage platters, unless you guys are vegan, you feel as if the food rejuvenates you. And so Ebrius Bass Maddox, you guys get 2 permanent HP points.
Nice.
Much needed.
Do I get any
Yeah. So you made 3 platters. Roll me another 3d20.
3d20?
Oh well, no, 3d4. I'm sorry. That was I changed it. It used to be d20s, but you're going to level up.
Just a question. Since I recently got expertise in cook's utensils, I was level 2 cooking and I had 32 XP in it. Does that change in any way? Like, does
No.
my level in cooking? Okay. That is a 7.
Alright. So what's your number at right now?
32.
Okay. So add that number, and you're almost at level 3.
I love cooking.
Alright. So you guys enjoy your meal. And eventually
Like Ebrius the whole time.
eventually, Malor yells out, "We're here. Welcome to your new base."
Oh, it's nice and white.
And you see this large island. It's fairly large.
What's the
No.
name of the island?
There is no name. That's up to you guys to determine. And as you look at this island, the waves kind of gently wash upon the shore. The rocks stand triumphantly tall. The castle, there's 3 stone structures, but the stones look old and weathered from age. The grass here looks fairly healthy. The vegetation here looks green and vibrant. You see cannons kind of sticking out of these ports. This used to be a hideout for me and Tallot a long time ago. The perpetual fog that rolls over this island, kind of making your clothes stick lightly with with watery dew. She looks over. It should be quite safe for you here, on the edge of Corvair.
Well, it certainly is away from civilization, but that leaves the question, how will we find nourishment? Are we going to become fishermen?
She smiles. I'm pretty sure. And then she stops. I'll let
No, do go on, come on, don't be shy.
I'll let Tallot surprise you.
Oh, I love surprises, but how are we going to get off the island? I don't see any boat anywhere. And puts his hand up above his eyes, scouting out.
I'm sure that is another surprise we're gonna have to face.
I'll leave it up to your capable hands. Now, If you want me to take you somewhere else, I can.
No, it looks rather pretty over here.
Well then, she walks over, takes like this large bundle of wooden sticks and just tosses it over. A wooden ladder unravels and reaches the ground. Ladder's about 80 feet tall.
Ladders. Where I'm going, I don't need ladders. I leap off the airship.
Alright, Maddox.
And Featherfall.
Alright, cast Featherfall, and you all watch
Put my
as
cane up, a little umbrella. Floats down.
it floats down gently to the ground.
That's what I'd like to see.
That's
Well.
quite a character.
Yeah. Well, I don't have much to give as a thanks, so if you want, Malor, you and your friend over here can have this. She hands over 2 bags of cookies. That's my currency.
She puts it back into your hands. No thanks necessary. I know you all took a big risk. Fighting the cult. And I thank you. I wish I could give you this airship. But then unfortunately, me and Etrix would be stuck on this island with y'all.
No worries. We don't need an airship. Well, for now.
You can always stick around with us.
I don't think so, Ebrius. Not all of us need to hide. And we still got a war to fight. Alright. What do you guys do? Aurelia, you climb down the ladder and successfully get down. Ebrius.
I wanna try to get the mecha pant out.
Alright, yeah, it's inactive. You're like dragging the it's quite heavy. It's about 50 pounds, so maybe like half your weight.
I should have given you advantage in strength checks. Shit.
Etrix walks over. Need help with that thing.
Yeah, that would be nice.
My name's Etrix. Did we meet?
We met, but we didn't speak with each other. Best.
Nice to
My
meet you,
hands.
best. You guys shake hands. It's like love at first sight for you, best. No, I'm joking. So you guys roll a strength check with advantage. What does Ebrius? What do you do?
Walks up to Malor. Hey, you.
That's a card, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully you get a reset.
Yeah. So you walk up to Malor, says, "Well, try not to die out there, you old bat."
And you do the same, because we know what happens if you die.
Eberron just nods.
Best. You palm the head of Mecha Panther and throw it over your shoulder. Etrix kinda... I wish I'd talked to you before. That's quite impressive. Hey, listen. And it kinda leans into you, Bast. If Eberron ever gives you any trouble, you call me, alright? I'll put him down for you. Don't worry about it.
Here's my sending number.
You know my face. You know my name. If anything, you can call my lord.
Sure, I'm gonna do that.
You better. And maybe if I'm around, I'll come visit you. You go. And he like helps Mecha Panther get onto his shoulder. Have a good day.
You guys too. Hope you don't get killed.
Me too. I wish you all the best. Ebrius, what do you do?
Embers is just gonna chat with Malor a bit while waiting for Bast.
Alright, Bast, you make your way over to Ebrius.
Yep.
She looks at you, and she's like, Ebrius, why don't you go on and head down? And then your friend here can lower this metal cat.
Alright. He starts like climbing down, then goes back up and comes back up and he says, Atrix,
Looks at you. What?
fuck you.
Fuck
And
you!
goes down.
And he like goes over the railing like, fuck you! As you climb down, Malor looks over to you, Bast. If you ever hurt my boy, I'll find you. Do I make myself clear?
I don't have any intention of hurting him.
Darling, she steps forward. He's all I have. And Etrix is like, oh. Etrix, a small little tear comes out of Etrix's eyes.
Harsh.
Yeah.
He really needs a cookie.
Malor steps forward closer to you. I swear, I will find you. That being said, congratulations. And she kind of claps you on the shoulder, Bast. He's as twisted as the rest of you. She walks down, helps you lower the Mecha Panther down to the ground. Ebrius, you get it.
Mm.
And Bast, you begin to climb down the ladder. Malor's just staring at you as you like climb down the ladder, just never leaving eye contact.
Yeah, I just before she can't hear me anymore, I just want to say in a normal voice, like, you know, he also told me about the chilled one, and I'm the one who said who shouldn't. This does himself.
Your
And then I
friend.
just leave.
I'm pretty sure your friend has a cookie to give you. But no, she doesn't say that. She just looks at you, not blinking. She doesn't blink until you get down to the ground. The ladder gets rolled up, and then you hear the sounds of the airship power up again, and it takes off. Atrix is still giving you the middle finger, Ebrius,
Yeah, I give him back the middle finger.
and the airship disappears.
Oh, thank God they're gone.
Great! Now we can open this place. Still standing in front of the door. Alright. They told us we needed a name for this place. Let's get to that right away. And he summons
What is
like
that? Oh,
That was the summoning sound for his minor illusion as he summons a little red band in front of the door and a couple of scissors just kind of floating there next to it. All right. Any suggestions before I cut the red string?
Would be funny to name it Horned Bastion.
And two kind of like that one. Yes. A bastion, a good fort. Yes.
Yeah, I gave it obviously Horned Bastion because of the two reasons over here.
But it's by the sea, right? So it wouldn't be Sea Bastion? Oh, sorry.
That's a good one. I give you that. That was a really good one.
Because that's what Bass's real name actually is. But anyways.
The only problem is that sometimes we might get confused as to whether we're talking about our home or Bass. Ooh, that won't do.
Maybe we should just call it home.
That is so incredibly bland and I won't stand for it. Anything else?
I kind of like home.
Oh, but come on! You spice it up a little bit. You can have home in there. Like Stormhome, for example. That's the name of an island. Something else home.
Home sweet home.
That is 2 times home. I will not accept that. 2 times things I don't like. No.
How about home is where the home is?
Listen, it needs to be a name, not a sentence. Come on.
A sentence.
Home, homie, home.
I wanted to make a comment that's similar to
we're
home,
Dark Lanterns. Let's build from that. Dark Lanterns home. Something from that. Come on. Give me something. Anything. You've been in this organization longer than I have. Come on.
How about the lighthouse?
Ooh. Now that's good. I like that. Lighthouse. Do you still want home in there?
Nah, I think lighthouse is pretty good.
Alright, the lighthouse it is. Nice code name as well. And the scissor cut the red band. Lighthouse it is! Let's open the doors. Swings the doors open.
Alright.
If they are open.
Is the door locked?
Swings open. And dust blows out. You all cough.
And I have to do a little bit of cleaning.
As you enter inside, you see that there are... it's relatively in good condition, but there is a thick layer of dust over everything. The beds look comfortable enough, but you could tell this is a far cry from the base that you have left in terms of comfort.
We know what the first thing to do is then.
Right, where's the nearest broom?
I'm gonna look around the island some more, see what else we have.
Great. I'll look for a broom and other cleaning utensils.
Okay.
I thought we were over those group sleeping.
Group sleeping?
Well, there are 2 beds over here that you don't know.
We can move the beds. Like, you can make this into also sleeping quarters if you want.
Sure.
Also, since there's stairs, I figure there might be multiple stories.
Real quick, Cal, have you had a chance to look at the Primal Fighter class?
Yeah, it looked like a combination between a barbarian and a fighter. but
Yeah.
we'll get right to that.
The reason I'm asking is because this would be a great opportunity if I do something like a Far Wanderer background, something like that, for me to be, camping out on this island that I magically came across. That way, if you don't want to, try it,
on the island.
just find a dude in those 2 random beds.
She just like one day was running out of food. She was like getting delusional. She closed her eyes, fell on the ground, and woke up on the island. Like.
But Ibris, as you head outside, you hear ding 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 ding, and you hear the sounds of waves as a ship crosses around. You see dozens of sailors on the deck.
Guys,
some of
we
them
have company.
Look out. They're like, "Oi! There's someone on that island." And that's where we'll end the session for tonight.
Oh my god, it's a fucking demon.
Thank you guys all for playing.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for DMing.
Immediately entering new combat.
We don't know.
Yeah, they don't sound very annoying yet.
We don't know. Thank you guys all for playing. Now, you were saying something. Corvell. Or Day. What were you saying?
I mean, Primal Fighter, I want to do something that's definitely a little bit tankier, which is exactly what you get with this class. And it has rage, but it's not the annoying rage. It gives you a couple of benefits, but doesn't require quite as much law, exact, this, that, etc. So that's why I was sort of interested in that one.
Let me check that. I'm Mickle praise on being a rule lawyer.
I'm resending it in case you want to see the exact class I'm talking about.
Yeah, send it to group in Discord, and we can.
Unarmored
we can
defense. Okay, that's primal rage.
Yeah, it was really interesting to me. But basically, if you let me go with that, I'm going to be living on the island. Because there's obviously, already beds here. I'm going to be staying in a place that has.
Dusty then?
Well,
because I'm not staying in that one. I'm staying in the 2 offsets.
Just never walk inside the biggest house.
Yes, because that one is the one that people would be most likely go to first, and the one that I'm in right now has all the cannons. Plus, I'm a fighter. I don't clean.
What the fuck? You don't clean? Because you're a fighter.
Cleaning.
What the fuck?
I hate cleaning.
Alright,
all I like doing is beating stuff up and running mindlessly into battle.
Let's see.
Of course, just choose the one room that's the biggest one just for yourself.
I wouldn't want the biggest one because it would be harder to defend. There's too much space, so too many people can get in. I'm of course going to have the smaller room with all the cannons rigged.
If you're just alone in there.
So to be honest, Day, you should roll for your stats first before you pick your class.
Yeah, imagine getting 6
I've
tens.
always done it the other way, but.
Well, I know, I get that, but
can she do the point biting?
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Can I have the thing to roll? Because I don't know what do I roll.
4d6 d1.
Point buy is fun if you're okay with just average stats.
So roll that how many times?
6.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my god,
My
primal
usual
rat.
luck. This is why I never do point. This is why I always do point buy, because I always end up absolutely horrific.
And you don't have the new players thing anymore, where you can roll 3 times.
Well, Moon Druid it is.
No, you can't re-roll your stats again, but I will allow for you to re-roll your 5 with disadvantage and re-roll your 13 with advantage.
How is
but
this
you can.
rage different from a
But
barbarian?
Okay, this
it's
is a
not. It's the
5,
same.
so a 14 for my
It's the
5.
exact same thing, word for word. This is what Jessica said, that it was like a not so complicated rage.
Okay, so I got a 14 and an 11.
There you go. There's your
I
stats.
mean, this is exactly the same rage, except that, well, except nothing, Alyssa, and this is exactly the same rage. This is pretty much the way I see it. This is just barbarian that doesn't have few features, just has changed features. But hey, like, there's a subclass.
Yeah, there's subclasses, so it's more of like a fighter barbarian, and depending on your subclass, it's either goes more into barbarian, it kind of goes into like a roguish dex character, because you get the cunning actions, or
Oh, look at these.
yeah.
When you reach a hurdle level, you gain Constitution +1. Oh, nice. Free ability score improvement.
Yeah, that's the bear one. So I mean, I don't know. Like, it's up to you guys. As a DM, you know me. Like, I don't really care too much. For fuck's sakes, I let fucking Mikkel become a goddamn summoner, and we all knew how broken that was.
Yeah, summoners in D&D are pretty broken at all times.
I'm still down with my fighter class, even with my shitty scores.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
be
so
really, really average no matter what I do.
I mean,
So,
fighters get the most ability score improvements, so
yeah, they get extra ones on top of
Yeah.
them.
I feel like that primal fighter is kind of unnecessary. Like, I'm fine with you playing it, but it's like, why not just pick a barbarian or fighter?
Because this has more variation and seems like it would be a lot more fun to play.
But a fighter has so much variation if you're looking for that.
And you
Yeah.
have Scout Fighter, which is basically like the Ranger type of fighter, which is in the wilderness.
which subclass were you thinking of? Am I thinking like is it the dragon one, or which subclass were you thinking of?
I was sort of still debating that. I'm not sure what I would want to do.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Ultimately, I don't care. And you know, it doesn't really matter. To me personally. If you want to do this. So, I mean, does the other people in the group have a issue?
I mean, I don't
But
know
I
how
mean,
it's
mechanically,
placed,
in a way.
There's
I'm
a new.
gonna be really shitty no matter what.
There's a new fighter subclass that were just released. What is this? Is this a new book for D&D? Echo Knight. Oh yeah, the new book I think was released.
That's
There's a new
role.
official.
But if anything, this just benefits you guys, as now you're going to get like a tank. So.
I mean, I'll probably just find something else.
I mean, it's fine. You can play it if you want. I find it unnecessary. If I was going to play it, I would just play a barbarian. But you can play it.
There's only
I
do
say,
have to find.
if you like it, go for it. Like, I could have played a paladin, but I'm like, oh, I'm interested in the blood hunter, even though it's kind of weaker, and I just enjoy playing it.
Yeah, if you want to play it, just make sure like well, actually, no, I'll let you do whatever you need to do with it.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
So
like whatever you want.
Yeah. 3rd level, you take the dash, disengage, constitution. Yeah, all this. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's overly broken. I'm not really seeing anything that it just like it really reads like a barbarian to me in a way, but I mean, there are some enhancements of the rage. Do you get all of these, or you just get to choose one? Okay, you get to choose one at the 2nd level. I mean, yeah, all this sounds good. Is there anything you guys noticed that might need to be tweaked?
Well, right off the bat, I cannot tell you, but I can look it over the week and tell you. Like
Yeah.
right now, like I don't mind. Like overall, giving just like a free +1 Constitution might not seem overpowered, but like most people don't like. I mean, it's your campaign, but most people don't like that. I get a free score, but her stats are not that.
You got a free level,
That
my
great.
friend. None of you can really say anything about being broken, because I give you.
I am
heap
saying
upon.
I'm saying on like thinking about just base. If we didn't get any upgrades on that
But you
matter, like
do.
it can be
So
Yeah, but it can be broken. But like, look with her current stats, it really won't make that much of a difference. Like, so
I mean,
like,
I'm just getting everybody's approval, right? Like I personally don't care how broken it is for you. I mean, I personally don't care how broken your characters are. The more broken your characters are, the more fun it is for me in terms because I love watching some of this stuff play out. Some of like you guys using the upgrades that you guys get and stuff like that, and like I like just being being having you guys use that in combat and stuff. So I have no problem with this at all. It works. Her character can start on this island. So now so right off the bat, she can just jump in.
she could be in that ship as well.
She could, and so like depending on what Mikkel does, maybe Mikkel's on this ship too. So we'll see. Regardless.
I'm just saying, I'm so never gonna trust her if she's on an island without any food resources.
Very weird.
Well, I mean, who said she can't fish?
I mean, how is she gonna just randomly appear on the island
There's
too
no
and like
shore.
just be on?
You randomly appeared on this island. if
Oh, we
anything,
didn't. We
she
have
was
an
already
airship.
on
If
the
she's
island.
a barbarian, like that's the suspicious part. Like
And
she's
that's-
not.
I mean,
You guys are
randomly
suspicious.
be on that island. It's just a bit of a first impression. Like there are ways to join the party. Like Tallot also said, I will also look for new recruits. That's also a way he can just bamf you in.
But
I can,
Well-
but I like Dave's idea of just being a castaway
I mean,
on
it
this
is
island.
hilarious. I'll
Yeah.
give it that. It's a bit weird, but I don't mind weird.
Like Castaway, like her character's just been stranded on this island and really has
It is
made
not
no
the
attempt to
weirdest.
leave.
It is
But
not the
weird-
weirdest thing we've seen. So,
But Day,
Probably
if
the weirder thing is that two
if
ships
you wanna
come to
play
the
this
island
character-
and she's been stuck there
Oh,
for
really?
who knows how long, just two ships at once.
yeah, there's just an airship and there's just another ship.
All of a sudden, everyone comes to the island and she could have been rescued.
I mean, judging by what I'm seeing here, there's nothing really broken. It might
Yeah.
even be a bit underpowered on some sides as well. Like some of these seem underpowered, but if you're going for Dragon one, it's not too bad. Like it doesn't have really anything that makes it broken. Judging from what I'm seeing, so yeah, you can go for that.
I think you guys misunderstood me when I asked you. I don't give a shit about the numbers. I don't really give a shit if it's broken or not. I was just asking you guys to see if you notice anything that would make it uncomfortable for you guys to play. Is all.
Nope.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cool.
Like I said, like Blood Hunter wasn't like the optimal choice, but I really like the idea, so I went with it, and I'm really enjoying it.
I mean, it's fine by that. Like it doesn't have any
I
reason.
mean, there is one of the rage enhancements, Primal Fury. Just get advantage. But that's about it, and you have to choose it, so... That's the only one I'm iffy about. Only thing that I'm iffy about it.
Well, why are you iffy about it?
Because just get free advantage on your first attack on all of them, and if you choose it again, you get on both of your attacks.
That's only when you enter a rage.
Oh, on the turn when you enter rage. My bad. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, there's nothing really that should make us uncomfortable. But like the general story, like if there are some numbers or something, I'm just saying this like out of the topic. Like people do get uncomfortable if, like when I played my second campaign, like I was just a ranger and there was this fighter who was so overpowered that I was an NPC. But in this group, that can't fucking happen under no circumstances, But like if there was something like that, it would matter. But there is nothing really here that makes the character bad in any aspect. Not too good, not too bad.
All right. But anyways, regardless, we'll figure out where the new characters are coming into play. And I'll fix my roll 20 so I see these tokens. And yeah.
Why am I still a redhead? Change it.
I'm really I thought you guys took this a lot better. But like hopefully you guys kind of feel like this was something that, I didn't just make randomly happen. This was kind of in the works. I don't know if you guys were actually.
I mean, you did tell me like that the story is kind of going to soon conclude regarding Dark Lanterns. So I was like, so this is it, kind of. So figured. And I honestly, like, I knew that Tallot was fucking Mind Flayer ever since, like, we met him. I was like, he gives me Mind Flayer vibes. I just kept saying to myself, he's a Mind Flayer. And he turns out he's a Mind Flayer. I was like, fuck yeah, I guess that. I feel more proud than when I entered fucking college.
Did everybody know? Did everybody else make a assumption? Or was that
I
only
kind
Kita?
of guessed like the floating and never seeing his face. I wasn't 100% sure, but I'm like, kind of illithid-y.
And that he can read minds.
I thought he just had a weird fetish.
Well, I did have some ideas for art for certain characters.
Fetish, but
Like I didn't think he was an elephant. Like I didn't expect it, but I'm like, it's kind of illithid-y, like floating and like shit like that. And, like talking
about going through walls.
Magic.
I mean, there are spells that make you go through walls.
I know, but like those are like really high level spells if you want them to last a while.
Yeah, but he did say he lost a lot of his power, meaning that he was very overpowered, probably.
He's still overpowered.
Not really, not compared to. Well, I wouldn't say so.
I mean, he's still a Mind Flayer, It's
if you are capable of teleporting people onto an airship that is mid-flight that you have no way of knowing where he is, that's impressive in itself. That's OP in itself.
Yeah.
Like
there is a teleport. There is an essence of like Tallot. He's traveled on this airship for a long time, so maybe he left something behind. Regardless of what it is. Yeah. I mean, you guys have a new base, and it's the beginning of a new chapter. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna get burned down in a few weeks. I better not get root to attached.
I can't wait to spruce this place up.
I can't wait to spend all my gold on continual flames. And just make it like a rave party over there. Like, just make it colorful flames everywhere. So people
don't you worry, I can help you with colorful flames everywhere.
Oh, that would be great.
Don't you worry, I will make this place look exactly like you want it to look.
How?
Well, I measured the island, and I have a certain spell called hallucinatory terrain that can cover the entire island.
For 24 hours. So every day you're going to cast this spell?
And not just that, Cal. With my malleable illusions, whilst I have it active, I can change it at will. So I can run around the island and be an interior decorator for anyone if they want anything anywhere.
But it disappears after every day. And this is not a ritual spell either. So you'll be blowing a 4th level spell slot every day just to keep this up.
He can get it back.
But Cal, that's worth it to this guy.
Why can't you leave my maps alone?
Have you met me?
Okay.
I will make this place fabulous.
Alright, 2 questions. Question 1. Do we level? Like, did we reach a milestone or something?
Let me think.
I could really use a level 10 on me right now.
I mean, we'll see. So, hey, Day. So, we all agreed that you can be the primal fighter and you can start at the island. But now they're wondering if they level. So here's what I want to do. There's 5 of you right now. Fuck Mickle. But with Mickle, it would be an even number, so this wouldn't work. So going down the list, starting with Damon or Jessica, if I get more numbers that are over 11 or 11 or above, you guys will level. But if I get less, the majority, then you guys don't level up yet. Does that sound fair?
So we just roll d20s then?
Yeah, but hold on. We'll start with Day. I mean, unless you guys want a different method.
I don't care if we level or not.
Yeah. My divine intervention isn't that going to be fun.
All right. Day got the first point. That's 1 out of 5. Dante, you're next.
Damn it.
All right, 1-1. Keto. Oh, god damn it.
Alright, it's on you, Nina and Jacob.
It's on Nina.
It doesn't matter really, but
Nope.
No.
Oh well, not 20. Oh. No one wants to level.
Alright. Does anybody have a historic or heroic inspiration left?
Why would you waste it on that?
That's a level up is a big thing. I would take a heroic inspiration. Or if anyone
I mean, I'll level up anyways. It's just gonna make fights harder too. It's like,
yeah,
whatever you guys want.
Hey,
like,
Bast.
you can use it.
Do you want to use it for the group? I'll let you guys all re-roll again. So right now, Day's on. What are you gonna do?
It's just Miko who doesn't get a level up then. Let's not give him the level up.
What are you gonna do, Nina? Tick tock, tick tock.
Wait,
Oh my god, we all level
Oh,
up and we just
they-
don't tell Miko.
Day has a heroic inspiration that she wants to use. Alright, so roll again, Day. You lucky, Nina.
I was just debating if that 5th level spell slot is worth it or not.
It is. What are you talking about? That's really worth it. Alright, so Day, you got the first point. Bringing it home. Starting off at bat. Strong. Dante.
And then just goes down.
God damn it.
God damn it. You guys, should we just flip coins? Would that be like better? Just roll D2.
I mean, it's
You
the
have like
same
more
thing.
chance. That's true. But alright, so 1-1. Keto. Start it off. Maybe. Oh.
Never
Wow.
mind. Just give it. Just give the. Just
Oh,
Wow.
it just went down. No.
Wow, you guys are
And not
so.
20.
Hey,
Well, you
come
guys
on,
are
that's one. That's gotta mean
so
something.
unlucky. Well, you have another heroic inspiration, Nina. You don't have to
Before
use
we
it.
were
You can
missing 2. Now we're only missing 1.
just say,
We're getting there.
yeah, just say no if you don't want to use it, and I'll stop asking you.
I'm just thinking, doesn't anyone else have one too?
No,
I use mine
They all
to
used
blow it on a check.
Yeah, I use mine to convince my sister to go with us.
I think I used mine during our introductory performance.
You don't have to use it, but guess what? On level 5, you and I both, Nina, get resurrection spells. You know.
Ah, god damn it, I use it.
All right, we'll do it the opposite way
like
now. Jacob will
regret
start
that.
the roll.
This is gonna be horrible.
Change things up.
Change it up.
Oh,
That's
you
0-1.
changed it too much.
0-2. No, kiddo. Oh, okay. 1-2. Dante. Oh, yo, Day, hold on. This is 2-2, and she's been rolling really good.
It's gonna roll.
Hey!
There you guys go.
Right on the money.
Right on the money.
Now I am level 10. Yay.
Yep.
Oh, 10?
Yeah, Keto got
Yeah.
an extra. He got a free level from
Oh,
his
right.
god.
My Daddy Sybaris is
So-
very nice.
You can put that into Warlock, or you can put that into Cleric. It's up to you.
Fuck Warlock.
Ooh, 5th level spells. Ooh.
You guys all level 9.
Divine
Yeah.
Intervention.
So Day, your character is level 9. Doesn't that give you something at level 9 for? Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you get the
special
second. You get your second
Wait.
subclass thing.
And proficiency
Okay, so
increase.
wait, the talk about new characters starting at a lower level.
That's only if your
Furious
other
then.
character dies.
Okay, good.
And if you're
Like
Wait, no.
Klein. Like that's so that like you guys just don't like like not
Yeah.
care about if your character dies or not, and just run into a dungeon by yourself just for no reason.
I did that with Lucian, but that
you
rule
know
wasn't.
me. I would still do it.
I know.
You think I care if I lose a level?
I mean, that's up to you. I'm giving you a choice.
Shit.
I'm not saying like you can't do it. I'm saying there will be repercussions if you just suicide your character out. It's okay if you want to retire them because you just don't feel like they're part of they're like there's some reason why they shouldn't be in the group anymore. That's fine.
But it would also be like one level lower if it dies, even if you don't want them to die.
Wait, I
Yeah.
don't get leveled. I forgot it's not divine intervention. It's on my level.
Yeah. Even if you don't want them to die and they die, your new character does start at a lower level.
No.
Yeah. This is I'm not trying to punish death. I'm trying to make it more tense when death
no.
is there. As a
That is why I need to buy lots of diamonds, guys. That's why you need to supply me with diamonds for resurrection spells.
yeah.
I
That's
always
important.
think with the control winds spell, you just control someone's thoughts.
But yeah. Thank you all for playing. And
Yeah, thanks for DMing.
I'll talk to you guys all next week. And those who like I guess I'll talk to Mikkel and Day. No prologues for your characters. I mean, obviously. But yeah. See you guys.
Have a good night.
Good night,
Good
guys.
night.
Peace.
Good night.